on my marketing here. And I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about title insurance. By the way, keep making offers. So I wanted to talk to you guys today about title insurance. A few years ago, I found a place. I advertised in the newspaper, I buy houses cash. And this is a true story. It's amazing. And it never happened, but it can happen to you anytime. So I advertised in the newspaper, I buy houses cash. And then I got a call from a lady. She was mid-40s, I don't remember, it's been a few years, that she has a house in Miami, Southwest Miami. And she wanted to sell it for, I don't know, I can't remember. I think it was $75,000. It was a pretty good house. Actually, I wrote a contract. So, and she came out in the appointment. I went to see her in her private home, and she came out and she showed me the deed. So I'm the owner of the place. Here's the deed. I look at the deed. It was recorded. Everything looks fine. I wrote a contract, and I gave her $500. I was going to put $500 in an escrow account for $75,000 to buy on or before 7 days. It was a no-brainer. It was really below market value, so I'm subject to inspection. So I wrote a contract. I went to see the house. I drove by. The house was a junkyard, really, really bad shape, but a CVS house, very good house once you rehab it. I put it on the market for, I bought it for $75,000, and I flipped it for $10,000. And in 3 days, to a couple that they were new in the business, I said, listen, you want to buy it to fix it up. And once they fix it up, it could be sold for $180,000. So there was a lot of spread over there to make money. To make the story short, I go and I send the contract to my attorney that I was doing business with him for a long time, and I'm still doing business with him in Fort Lauderdale. And I sent in the $500. I found the couple that were looking for something to buy and fix. And I went and I closed in 10 days. I bought it for $75,000 and I flipped it for $10,000, my $10,000 profit. It was a 5 seconds flip because I was using the money of the buyer to do the flipping. Back then, that time you could use the money of the buyer to pay the seller. So anyway, my attorney checked everything. He checked the title. Everything was fine. And then he said, are you going to buy title insurance? I said, why am I going to buy title insurance? This is going to take 5 seconds close. I'm going to own the property for 10 seconds. Why should I buy the title insurance? You need to buy title insurance. It cost me $750 back then. I said, well, this is the $750. I don't know. I need the whole amount of money. I don't want to spend $750. But anyway, he made me buy title insurance. Great. So I walk out of there with my $10,000 minus title insurance minus, and that's it, because it was a net. So $10,000 minus $750 for title insurance. But anyway, I'm helping I'm helping the buyer to fix up the house. I help him to find a roofer, to find a contractor for plumbing, electricity, everything. And we were 3 weeks into the fixing up of the house. They were going to make a lot of money out of the house. It was a CVS house in a very good area in Miami. And that was the first project. And the house was about 95% complete. Listen to this, 95% complete. They were going to be, I think they were making like $35,000, $40,000 profit out of the deal. So I'm with them on the roof of the house. The roof is almost done, and I go home. And after I get home, about an hour later, I get a call from them. He said, John, we have a problem. I need you to come here really quick. I said, what's the problem? The owners of the house are here. What are you talking about? You're the owner of the house. No, there is an old couple. They just drove into the house. We're fixing it up. They're an old couple coming from Orlando, and they say that they own this house. How is that possible? So I went over there, and the old couple, they were saying, what are you doing with my house? This is my house. What are you doing? You know, I'm going to call the police. What are you doing in my house? So we explained everything. You know, somebody sold the house to me. I sold it to them. Anyway, to make the story short, I called the attorney that did the closing. They sold me the house that I flipped to somebody else with a fake deed. The deed that they showed me and the deed that the attorney saw when he did a title check and he checked the deed on the public record, it was a fake deed. So I'm with the attorney in the office and say, how can this be a fake deed? So he pulled the records, he looked at the deed, he said, okay, the deed was issued by this attorney in this address in Biscayne Boulevard in Miami. Go over there and check out this office, because we were calling whatever they issued the deed or the previous purchase, and nobody was picking up. There was no phone. The phone was cut off. So I go over there to see the address where the deed was issued. Back then, on the closing, there wasn't even an address. I mean, the address on the deed, it wasn't even on the public. There was a fake address. So to make the story short, the lady that sold me the property, it was a scammer. And back then, there was a scam about deeds all the way from New York to South Florida. And, you know, it was impossible to detect it because it was a deed. They did a title search. Everything was fine. The deed was recorded on the public record. So even the attorney didn't realize it was a fake deed. So that was a scam coming all the way from New York back then. It was about 10 years ago, or maybe 12 years ago, all the way to South Florida. It was in the news, was in CNN too. To make the story short, I told the attorney, what's going to happen? Don't worry, you have title insurance. Thanks God that I had title insurance. Otherwise, I would have been sued. I would have to pay $75,000 out of my pocket. But my title insurance that I spent $750 to own the house for 5-10 seconds pay for the whole thing. They pay the value of the house, the junker house, to the old people. The people that bought the house, they kept it. Everything was fixed out by the title insurance, and the title insurance paid for everything. The lady that sold me the deed, I had the FBI and the police and everybody, the private detectives in my office for 2 days straight. I have to look over 1,000 pictures until I found the face of this woman, if I found it. About a day after that I saw 1,000 pictures, I saw the woman. I said, this is the woman. You see the woman that sent me the deed. She had a record, by the way. She was in jail before for fake deeds and all kind of scams. I don't know whatever happened to her. I'm sure they went and picked her up and put him in jail. I don't even know if he's in jail still. But the story is to let you know that I always buy, we're going to buy a house and assign it, and we're going to own the house for 5 seconds. Buy title insurance, because you don't know what can happen. I mean, I flip a house with a fake deed. I was a scammer. Thanks God that the title that I bought saved me, because otherwise I would be part of the scam and I would have to pay and the whole thing. So ever since, even though I'm going to assign a property for 5 seconds, I will buy title insurance, even if it costs me $700, $1,000. Even if I'm going to make $3,000 flip and the title insurance is $1,000, I'll buy the title insurance. When you take a property subject to, when you take over subject to a property, you take over a mortgage that is not your mortgage. Actually, you're not buying a house, you're taking over the mortgage. Buy title insurance on the mortgage, on the balance of the mortgage. Because you never know that balance of the mortgage, it could be a mortgage with a fake deed that it was issued many years ago. So you're taking over a mortgage with a fake deed. So my attorney always told me, and I did all the time that I took over a property subject to, I did that. Go ahead and, how much is the mortgage? $300,000. Write me a title insurance for $350,000. I always buy title insurance. And this deal, it was a remind that what somebody told me, a coach, a mentor told me many years ago, 20 years ago. In real estate, expect the unexpected. Work and expect the unexpected, because whatever, even though nothing happened, it could happen. You're dealing with too many systems to the real estate. Loans, mortgages, assignment of contracts, title issues, all kind of things. So that's why we have the title insurance in place. Now I remember another deal where I bought a property and I flipped it in a title company that got in trouble. The title company closed. So the title company charged me for a title insurance, and they were not legally registered. They didn't have the power to write off title insurance. So they sold me the title insurance, and I never got it. So I'm going to tell you more about that in the next few days tomorrow. Tell me if you had any issues in your real estate investment as a realtor or as an investor. Tell me you had any issues at closing. Something happened. I had another closing, whenever we closed, the buyer died in the parking lot. I mean, he dropped dead. He got his money. So I can tell you many stories. So yeah, tell me if you have any stories in your closings. Why I'm telling you this, because this channel is to help you out to overcome issues before they happen. I've been doing this for 20 years, so I've seen a lot of things happening in the business of real estate investing. So tell me you see anything or happened to you that you lost money. In this case, I didn't lose money. I lost $750 title insurance, and that was the best title insurance that the best $750 that I spent. My buyers kept the house. They flipped it and made about $35,000, $40,000. The seller, the seller that sold me the house, went to jail. And the real sellers, the old people, and you know what? These old people, they didn't go to the house probably for 3 years. The grass was so tall, they abandoned the house 3 years ago. And then after 3 years, they decided to come and see their house. They were very old, in the high 80s. If these old people will never go on back and see their house, the property will be sold and nobody knew about it. You know how many old people abandon houses, somebody make fake deeds, and then they resell it and nobody knows about it? A lot. So, see you guys tomorrow. Tell me if something happened to you, something crazy like this happened to you in your real estate investing business. I'm going to keep doing my marketing or making offers. I'm making offers. I have a very nice letter that I'm using. I buy houses at full asking price in South Florida. So you have a house that you want to sell in Miami-Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach County, let me know, because I buy your house at full asking price. I'm in Florida myself. My name is John Tour. I do Miami-Dade County, Broward County, and Palm Beach County. And I buy houses at full asking price. So tell me, you have anything for sale down in Florida? And you have anything for sale in any other state? I look at it too, because I buy houses all over, but I only pay full asking price in the South Florida area. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be talking about mindset, high-performing mindset, marketing, and negotiation, how to convert the leads into profit. So see you guys tomorrow. Follow the channel and comment below if you have anything going on or any questions. So tell me, what state are you? What city are you? Where are you located at? Let me see. Santiago, hello, subscriber. Trump, Marty Stargear, hi. Jose Alberto Hernandez, hello. Spider-Man, amen. Okay, guys, comment below. Tell me where you're located at, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.